All right, let me check in very quickly with Orlando Furioso. This is in Canto 34, going up to stanza 67, where Astolfo travels. He gets out of hell, and he ends up going up to what seems to be kind of a heaven. He's talking to John, John the disciple. No, it's not John the Baptist. He gets him. God damn it. Oh, the evangelist. For he was the evangelist, John the evangelist, yes, whom Christ loved so loved that belief was spread, that when his span of years was past and gone, he would not die, because these words were said to Peter the apostle, by God's Son, if he awaits me, why art thou dismayed? Although he did not say he will not die, yet we see plainly that his words imply. Now, what's happening that was in stanza 58. Now, what we find out in this stanza is that once he's given like all the food he ever needs, uh, that the loved disciple of Jesus clasps Alstofo's hand, and he spoke, that the Christian folk in France are in great distress. For you must learn that your Orlando took the wrong direction, and now, alas, is enduring retribution. So, for God sends dire punishment when one he loves offends. So this madness of Orlando is a punishment, is considered a punishment from God. And and he's supposed to be Orlando is supposed to be God's great faith, holy faith defender, says in 63, like Samson, champion of the Hebrew lines against their enemies, the Philistines. But what we find is in stanza 64, but your Orlando for his gifts has made to his creator but a poor return. The more it was his duty to lend aid, the more the faithful have been left forlorn. His blinding passion for a pagan maid, this Christian knight of judgment has so shorn, that cruelly his cousin twice he fought, and with impiety his death has sought. He fought his cousin for Angelica's hand, I believe. And God for this has caused him to run mad, with sides and chest and belly stripped bare, so that his foes have reason to be glad. And it's like, and it's a like retribution, I will add. Nebuchadnezzar was obliged to bear for 7 years, when, as the Bible says, on pasture like an ox, God made him graze. Now, the thing with this is he feels that he did less wrong than Nebuchadnezzar, so he's only got a sentence of 3 months. For this period, his intellect was blurred, and now God wills that you, Astolfo, will from us shall learn how you can make Orlando's wits return. So he says, well, we have to take another journey, leaving the earth beneath us far below. So I guess they're not in heaven, but they're in kind of a celestial plane, but leaving the earth far beneath us, far below, until we reach the circle of the moon, the nearest of the planets, as you know, and the only means to cure Orlando soon is hidden there, and that is why we go. So we're going to travel to the moon to find a cure for Orlando's God-given madness, apparently. But I thought that was a significant little quirk in this tale, of like, well, characters, they do stuff and they feel stuff for their own reasons, but this is a very Christian writer, so in the end, it is indeed God's plan, God's retribution that is being visited on Orlando and on all the poor people who were depending on him to defend France from the pagans. All right, I will leave it there.